Hello and welcome to the Fixit Shed. So I've gotten a couple questions about what I was using to support the motorcycle and how I was lifting the wheels off the ground. So I wanted to address that today and show you what I made to get the job done. I tend to like to use what I have and buy things as cheaply as possible on places like Facebook Marketplace. So you could use a swing arm stand, or you could use like a wheel vise and attach it to a table. I don't have either of those and I couldn't find them cheaply. I did find somebody that had a wheel chuck for sale for 20 bucks on Facebook Marketplace, so I decided to work with that. Like I said, I like to use things that I have around the house, so I attached the wheel chuck to a probably 3/4 inch thick piece of plywood. I reinforced that with a piece of 2x3 that was from a pallet that I took apart. That keeps it from bending when you tighten down the ratchet straps. And to secure the ratchet straps, I used these eye bolts. Alright, so to lift the back end, I'm going to put the front tire in the wheel chuck and I'm going to secure it with the ratchet straps. So first I'm going to loosely secure it on the kickstand side. And then I'm going to tighten it down on the other side and pull it off of the kickstand. And that's pretty stable. Alright, so to keep the forks from extending, I just added these extra straps. They connect to the handlebars. You don't want to compress them, but you just want to keep them from extending when you're jacking it up. Alright, so the last critical piece of information, do not lift the motorcycle by the exhaust system. You want to lift it from the frame or from the swing arm. So I've got a block of cedar. This was just a piece of a fence post that happens to fit up inside here so that I can get underneath the swing arm in front of the tire. Right, and now you can see I've got the rear wheel off the ground and the bike is pretty stable. Alright, now when you're releasing the straps, I just take the handlebar ones off first. Now you want to be careful when you're releasing the forks. I usually like to let the right side ratchet strap go first and have the kickstand down, because the bike's going to want to go in the opposite direction of the ratchet strap that you're releasing. If I release that one first, it's going to go this way and there's no kickstand to catch it. So I let it go on this side first. Alright, okay, and then I can gently rest it over onto the kickstand. So now I did see somebody post saying that if you wanted to just jack up the back quickly, you could do so and have it just on the side stand and the front wheel and jack up the rear wheel. So I did try this. I found it to be a little bit unstable, but I found that if I put a block of wood from a 2x4 underneath and then went to jack it up, and now the rear wheel is off the ground. So I think that's good if you're just going to lube the chain, or if you're going to adjust the brakes. This works well. If you're going to adjust the chain, just remember that the rear wheel needs to be on the ground for you to do that. Okay, so how do you set it up if you want to put the front wheel up in the air? Alright, so you want to put the rear wheel in the chuck. So then I just strapped it around the top of the shocks. Now, again, when you lift the front of the motorcycle, you do not want to lift by the exhaust. You want to lift by the frame. So I did cut a piece of wood. It's about 8 inches wide, and you can put that so that it's easy to jack it up by the frame. Alright, so now to stabilize the front wheel a little bit so it doesn't flop around, I did put some rubber bungee cords that attach from the handlebars back to the sissy bar. Okay, so this is the stand I used to support the motorcycle during the videos. It was fairly inexpensive. It was mostly pieces that I had lying around other than the wheel chuck, which was about 20 bucks. I bought it used on Facebook Marketplace. I also want to say thank you to Edward Jones again for his super thanks on my latest video. It's an easy way to thank and support your favorite channels. And don't forget to check out this playlist right over here. It will have all of my Honda Rebel videos in it. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Take care.